gonna do a March favorites video for you guys. It's interesting because I don't think I've done a favorites video this year yet. So maybe it's just like a first half of the year favorites. I've got a couple of things here that I've been like super obsessed with lately that I did want to talk to you guys about. And most of it, skincare, makeup stuff, but I'm excited. First thing is called V2 Code. This is available on Amazon, and if you know me, my life basically revolves around having Amazon Prime. And this is an oxygen eye mask that you can leave on overnight. This is very similar to sheet masks or gel masks, but just for your underneath your eyes. You can leave this on for up to 8 hours, so you know, overnight. The pack comes with 6 eye masks, and I noticed the first time I used it, I noticed a difference because the one real area that I kind of get like concerned with as far as like aging goes is underneath my eyes can sometimes like have fine lines, get a little creepy looking, not really about that. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, I am totally about this. The fact that you can keep them on for 8 hours, you know, most face masks, sheet masks, gel masks are, you know, say like 30 minutes or so. I know you can leave them on longer, but I think it's kind of cool that these ones recommend, you know, you can wear them for that long. And they've got crazy good reviews on Amazon, which, I mean, my life, like I said, revolves around Amazon Prime and reviews on Amazon, so the reviews kind of sold me. The next thing, oh my god, this has become one of my favorite things ever, and that is the Glam Palm. So I am a flat iron connoisseur of sorts. I've had so many. My hair is very frizzy and very thick, and so I mean ever since I went through puberty, I've been using different flat irons, and I always tend to go for, you know, the higher end ones just because I need something that's gonna work well and gonna work fast and isn't going to damage my hair. So I recently was introduced to the Glam Palm, and it is the most unique flat iron I have ever seen, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, it has no on-off button. How you turn it on? That turns it on. It takes 10 seconds to get to 390 degrees. It can either be at 330 degrees or 390 degrees. And it's done, it's gotten there. And so if it's at 390, I just tap it 3 times and it will go down to 330. If I want it to go back up to 390, I just tap it twice. And then after 35 seconds, it'll automatically turn off. So originally, you know, I'm like, oh my god, 35 seconds, like what if I put it down and I'm trying to like section off a piece of hair, watching something, you know, or get distracted. But the fact that it only takes 10 seconds to heat up, it doesn't even affect it. So I've been using this for the past couple of weeks and I love it. I think it is so great that it automatically turns off. The fact that it heats up in 10 seconds and it doesn't need any on-off switches, I never have to worry about it accidentally being left on because it's going to turn off on its own, and I'm obsessed. Totally obsessed. See, it just turned off. The next thing I want to mention is something I've been using for a couple months now, and I cannot even tell you guys how much I love this. This is from Shiseido and it is called Ibuki. So this is called a multi-solution gel. It says it's for roughness, visible pore care, and acne treatment. So when I first opened this, I gotta tell you, I was like, what in the F is this texture? Because it literally is the weirdest texture I've ever seen in my life. It's this like mint green color, and it's just kind of like oozes around, and then if you touch it, it like changes and you could see it, but then it just it's really strange. And so I've been using this a lot for when I have breakouts, as well as any areas like around my nose that have visible pores or like blackheads, any of that stuff. But it's also nice too because you can use it on its own, like after you wash your face, but you can also use it on top of makeup. So I love it. I've had such good results with it. I love the results I see from it. I use it all of the time, and it's nice because it's not like, you know, some acne treatments where they're very drying. This is not drying. It's a very soothing kind of gel, and the fact that it helps with roughness and pore care too, I'm just so sold on it. I love it. Oh, so I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this. So I, you know, like the rest of the world, have been totally into getting good highlighters. This one I actually was introduced to by Christine from Temptalia. She was at my bridal shower, and where we did the like wine and paint classes, you know, where you drink wine and then you do like a painting lesson, or you like paint stuff. It's so fun. It sounds a lot more fun than the way I'm describing it. But anyway, so she's there. I'm looking at her face and she's got this like amazing glowy highlight perfectness. And I'm like, what is this? What are you wearing? And she goes, it's Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Highlight. And I'm like, look at her and I'm like, are you joking me? That is not matte at all. Like, what? And she starts laughing and she's like, I know, but it's so nice. And so, of course, you know, I immediately have to get it. And I adore this highlighter because it's very different from a lot of the popular highlighters. Don't get me wrong, I love, you know, Champagne Pop and all these really popular ones, but they're very like disco ball sparkly. The Matte Radiance one is nice because it's like this fine milled highlighter where it's like a glow from within. It's you can see it, but it doesn't look like very showy, and it's very like almost metallic, where this one is just this nice fine milled. I mean, you can obviously see that I have it all over my face and I love it, but it's just, it's different. It's more subdued than a lot of the highlighters that are out there right now. The fact that it's called Matte Radiance is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life, because it is not matte in any way, shape, or form. It has a lot of sheen and shimmer to it, but I love it. I am obsessed with it. Oh, the last thing I wanted to talk about is this brush. So a lot of you have probably heard of Artiste brushes. They're these really fancy ones that look like, you know, they were found at the bottom of the sea in the Titanic. They look like hairbrushes from like the 1910, 1920s. And I've had the Oval 8 brush for a while, which is this brush. And I really do like this brush. I recently was able to get my hands on the Oval 7, which is the smaller one. This is like their limited edition gold. It's beautiful. I love it so much more. The Oval 8 is definitely the most popular of the Artiste brushes, but the Oval 7 is so much smaller, and for me, it works a lot better. Just, I feel like it's more firm. This one, I sometimes feel like it's just too much. And I know this one, a lot of people use it to kind of, you know, do contouring and highlighting. I applied my foundation today with this, and I just, ugh. And I will say the Artiste brushes are really expensive for brushes, but this is like the softest. Oh, it's so soft and so nice. And so I personally, I think that I would definitely recommend the Oval 7 over the Oval 8, just personal preference. This is by far the most popular one, but it's a little bit too big for me, and I like the control I have with this one. But that's it as far as my March favorites goes. Oh, one more thing, because I'm looking at it. This is the Tangle Teaser. I love it because this is, I saw it on Sephora. It was kind of like a random thing. I use it when I flat iron my hair. This is pretty much the only time I use it, just because, like I said, my hair when it air dries, because I don't like blow drying it because it doesn't need more damage put on it than I already give it. It's big, puffy, frizzy, thick, hard to work with, so I'll separate out what I need, and then I'll just kind of run this through it, and it makes flat ironing it a lot easier, just because, I mean, the bristles here are really wide, so it detangles it without pulling it or stretching the hair. You know, it's gentle. So I really do like that a lot. Speaking of the same thing on hair, because I'm looking at it, Matrix, I've been trying out a lot of their styling products and I'm obsessed. The heat buffer is the one I've been using a lot lately, and I just use this after my hair is dry. I come down here to flat iron my hair, and before I, you know, section it off, just spray the heat link all over, and it really helps to protect my hair. That and the dry shampoo. Big fan. All right, that is it for my March favorites, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!